welcome to this review for the new Chaos Demons Codex. Here Games Workshop very kindly sent me a copy ahead of time in the post. As you can see from the length of the video, it is going to be a short one, as Codex reviews have become, let's just say, more tedious here with the rules bloating. Just the volume of rules here is, as you've seen, over time the Codex reviews are getting longer and longer just because there's so many rules here. I don't collect Chaos Demons, played against them a few times, so I think what I'll do for my format of Codex reviews is factions that I'm really into and have on the channel. I'll do the usual reviews for them, but ones that I'm not into as much, don't collect and so on, then it'll just be, I don't want to leave it entirely. I do want to create something for people to see. So this review really will be more of a flick through, chance to see the artwork, what to expect inside the Codex, just to give you sort of a general overview here of the new book. I'm sure Chaos Demon players are happy enough. Brand new Codex, exciting time for them. The artwork on the front looks fantastic, so a good job it looks like here from Games Workshop for this one as well. So for discount 40k, this is going up in pre-order. You can get it from the Outpost, 20% discount if you're based in the UK, across the UK, much of the European Union as well. You can get this at a discounted rate. It's for 40k, Age of Sigmar, loads of other gaming systems, huge selection, and then also paints, accessories, sprays, all of that kind of stuff you can get from the Outpost. If your order's large enough from them, they'll give you free postage in the UK, and even over in the European Union as well, you can get free postage, all the duties paid and so on, if the order is large enough. So link for them in the video description below. I've been on their website yesterday and they're advertising pre-orders for this book, so you can go to them for the new Codex. So really a flick through here. I mean, classic lineups for Chaos Demons in my imagination would be things like Grey Knights fighting against these, and even the artwork here on the front, Sisters of Battle, just fighting against the darkest, weirdest forms of chaotic adversaries of the Imperium. So I reckon there's new models. Now, flicking through this, I think there's new models for 40k in general. The new models coming out I think are excellent from Games Workshop, just doing decent resculpts, like really good sculpts of stuff that's needing to be redone for many of the factions. So Games Workshop have been doing really well on that front. So to pierce the veil, the war unending, and then the four different types of Chaos Demons here. So you've got Khorne, nice sort of brown, rust, burnished gold, brass kind of colour scheme with them. We've got deep reds and so on. Then you got Tzeentch, perhaps the weirdest, I would say. You'll see some of the models coming up soon. Nurgle, brilliant colour theme going on with those. Sort of the disgusting, rotten, rusting, fleshy kind of colours going on with those. Yeah, very, very strongly themed. Warzone Malador. Then Slaanesh, which I've played against them once, maybe about 7 years ago, if not longer than that, but rarely seen, hardly ever seen. And again, a very strong sort of colour scheme going on with those. What is that? What is that? I don't know what that is, but it's weird. Yeah, I'm just, whoa. Weird. I don't know what these are. If you want to let us know in the comments section. These warriors here. This guy's holding a sword. I don't know whether these are Imperial or not, I don't know. There's like a bird-faced head. I'm familiar with the other Slaanesh stuff, but these Slaanesh, because they look ridiculous. Whoa, crazy. Interesting. The Great Rift. Just immediately struck by those. I don't know what they are. Over there, there's just like a centaur type thing here, half man, half horse. Greek helmet type stuff. The strangest thing. Interesting. The Great Rift. Bellicore, which is the plastic model that's been redone. Again, Games Workshop kind of whatever models they redo, whatever sculpts, they just are excellent at the moment. The Eye of Terror. Right, on to models. So I think these have been redone. The Flesh Hounds for Khorne look particularly good, look really nice. It did desperately need doing. And I think this is a new model here as well, the Karanak, three-headed hound here. The Bloodletters didn't really need redoing, they got decent plastic kit. Just looking here, Skulltaker and the Bloodmaster, don't think they've changed, unless that's a new Bloodmaster model, don't think so. Bloodcrusher's decent sculpt as well, so there's no need to redo those. Then for Slanesh, I'm wondering, I was flicking through this the other day, I'm wondering if the Changeling is new. This one here is new in plastic. I could be wrong, it could be a current sculpt, or it might be a new one. Blue Scribes here. These are so weird. Something completely away from regular 40k. That's the Nurgly stuff. Horticulus Slimux. The sort of rotten putrid snail. Don't know what that is. Weird things. And the models are utterly bizarre. They are so strange. There's Bellicore, incredible model. Crazy model. Look at this Nurgle against Primaris Imperial Fists. It's going to be another good army to take on Chaos Demons. So I mean, the great opposition for Imperium to fight against. Tau, don't know how Tau would cope with them. And then you're onto the rules here. We'll keep going through. Basically going to have your core, your generic rules across the board, and then it's going to break into the 4 different types of Chaos Demons here. Crazy artwork. It's like, you know, and it's crazy models, a strange sort of feel to these, and it would make for a sort of very atmospheric game of 40k if you're running, especially like Imperial armies such as Space Marines, AdMech, Sisters of Battle, Guard. Very strongly themed kind of game. So I wouldn't mind playing against the different types of Chaos Demons for sure. Data sheet abilities. And it splits off. Oh, you got Undivided, and then the 4 across here. And I guess you can run these to fight alongside your Chaos Space Marines. It goes along nicely with the new Chaos Space Marines Codex. So, for example, you could run a Khorne detachment, then run that alongside a World Eaters, I think it is. They could pair them up, so you could do it that way. And of course, you could run a Zinch detachment of Chaos Demons to go alongside a Thousand Suns, Death Guard with Nurgle, and so on. Slanesh with Emperor's Children, I guess, or not sure on that one. The Book of Blood. So this is a nice colour palette here. The orange is the Rush, the Dark Metals. Very strong colour scheme. Exalted Bloodthirsters. Cool Stratagems, War Traits, Relics, and then the stat lines here for these. The Bloodthirster, it's great fun playing against these huge demons now. 20 wounds each for. I could flick for it. I could do a few. There's no reason why I can't do a few of the stats. Yeah, I'll do a few here because what bogs down these reviews is the relics, the War Traits, the stratagems. I think that's the tedious part. I love running through stat lines, which it's probably the most interest from people as well. So we'll take a look here. Scarbrand, then we'll do this one first. Getting into review mode again, like the good old days, because with codexes previously, you didn't get hung up too much on all the other rules. The older codex reviews was just looking forward to getting straight into the stat lines, you know, what's the new rules and so on. And so that's the way. Some people have said, some of the comments I'm reading about the rules bloating, said all these extra rules across here, rules should just be in the stat lines for what each unit can do, and sort of a much less amount of stuff before it for structuring the army. So I think that's a good point. So we'll run. I can't see this house is going to slow me down, so we'll go through these. Scarbrand, I'll even give you some points values as well on these. So give you the points. Surely they do. Yep. Scarbrand, 330 points for him. You can at movement 8, 2 up, weapon skill and ballistic skill, strength 8, toughness 8, 22 wounds, 8 attacks as base. As he starts to take damage, his wound or his attacks go up, so he's going to be on a up to 10 attacks with his last 1 to 5 wounds remaining. So the more you hurt him, the nastier he becomes. You can shoot with an assault 2d6 weapon, doesn't seem that great, and then fighting here with Mighty Strike. This is the Slaughter and Carnage. Times 2 strength, strength 16 minus 4, d3 plus 3 damage. Can't take invuln saves against his attacks. That's insane. That's only with the Mighty Strike though, so like a real smashing attack, which is fair enough. And then Sweeping Blow, so you can go for 2 hit rolls, which means 16 attacks at strength 8 minus 2, 2 damage for clearing away Primaris Marines and so on. Useful enough. And then there's extra rules. I'm not to dwell on these too much, just to keep this nice and tight, this review here. But Rage Embodied Aura ability. Within 6 inches, +1 attacks, fantastic. Auto pass morale. You can fall back 3d6. Yeah. No, it's the opponent. You have to roll 3d6. If it's greater than the leadership characteristics, they can't fall back, so you can lock people in close combat. Scarbrand's nasty enough. Very, very nasty indeed. Save, by the way, is 4+4+. I guess that's 4+ and a 4+ invuln save, I think, the way that's working. You got a regular Bloodthirster here with 20 wounds, 8 attacks base again, toughness 8, weapon skill of 2+, ballistic skill 2+ as well. They can move 12. Scarbrand can move 8, so he's slowish, he's not too fast without his wings. You've got a Blood Flail, which is a 12-inch shot, one shot. Strength 16 minus 4, 3d3 damage, which is ridiculous. Each time attacker made with this weapon, excess damage is not lost, so your damage rolls on. So you could inflict 9 wounds on a Horde unit, and those wounds will trickle over from one model to the next, so particularly dangerous. He's got Hellfire Breath, the Lash of Khorne, which is range 12, assault 6, strength. User -1, 2 damage. The Axe of Khorne, so that's going to give you +4 strength, so strength 12, -4, d6 damage. Ooh, quite random. And the Sweeping Blow is strength for the user -3, 1 damage, 2 hit rolls instead of 1. Scarbrand's way better in combat. Or you've got a Great Axe of Khorne, which is ×2 strength, so it's strength 16, -4, d3 plus 3 damage. That's much better, I'd take that. And the Sweeping Blow, strength 8, -3, 2 damage, 2 hit rolls instead of 1. I definitely take the Great Axe of Khorne without doubt. And the real hit rolls are 1 for friendly units. And that's about it really, yeah. So, Bloodthirster of the Great Khorne Axe. And what are we looking at here? Bloodthirster, it just says Bloodthirster 310 points, that's it. So you can swap stuff out without extra points being paid, unless you're adding exalted abilities. Nice, but I'll take the big axe on him for sure. Okay, so you've got the Skull Taker. Don't get too hung up on these. Here, I'm just going to pick out some of the key type units. Skull Taker is going to be 5 wounds, strength 6, toughness 6, 6 attacks base. But I'm just going to look up points values for you. The Slayer Sword is strength 6, strength for the user -3, 3 damage. So yeah, he's dangerous enough. No invuln saves allowed. Again. Oh boy, Custodians and Grey Knights. Ugh. Ouch. Oh, nasty. Skull Taker. How interesting. Nasty. 110 points. Bargain for him. Well, well, well. You got a Blood Master here as well. Strength of the user, strength 6, -3, 3 damage on that sword, the Blade of Blood. Nice. The Blood Master will cost you 90 points. The Skull Master, movement 10, he's on the beast thing. 130 points. Blade of Blood again, damage 3 weapon. The Rend Master on Blood Throne, 9 wounds, 5 attacks base. Again, the blade, the same one. The Attendant's Hellblades is strength user -3, 2 damage, malefic 4. Okay. 140 points. Points cost isn't too exorbitant here, sensible enough. The Karanak, which the model looks fantastic, 3-headed beast here, 12-inch move, strength 6, toughness 5, 5 wounds, 6 attacks base. The soul rending fangs is strength used, strength 6, -2, 2 damage. Yeah. No way. No way! Pray to the blood god. In your command phase, in your first command phase, select one enemy character unit. Each time this model makes an attack against that character unit, a successful wound roll inflicts 2 mortal wounds on the target and the attack sequence ends. So it's absolute assassin. Brilliant rules. You can attempt to deny psychic powers. Right, so I would take a Karanak as well. Incredibly good. 100 points. Brilliant theme as well, great fun. You're just trying to hunt the character down on the table. Because there's a massive incentive to go after that character. To cause that kind of mortal wounds. Okay, brilliant. Onto troops then, blood letters. So some very strong HQ choices for Khorne. For blood letters, there's 13 points each. Unit of 10. Oh. Yeah. Ooh, that's a bit weird. Not sure how happy people will be with that, but blood letters are fixed in unit size. It's a squad of 10, that's it. You can't add to that or make them small. You have to take a unit of 10. If no further upgrades, it's 130 points. Base of 2 attacks each, so strength 5 base, toughness 4. And the Hellblade is strength the user, strength 5, -3, 2 damage. So they're alright, and again, not too expensive in points, really. Dangerous enough. But I think they need buffs to make them a bit more potent in combat. Blood Crushers here. 45 points a model, that's it for them. For that you're getting a 10-inch move, 3 ups, weapon skill and ballistic skill, strength 5, toughness 5, 4 wounds each, 3 attack space, the squad leader's got 4 attacks. And the Hellblade, as we've seen already. So they're alright, models are still fantastic for them. The Flesh Hounds, the resculpts look brilliant. I'm sure a lot of Khorne players are going to be really happy to see them redone, looking particularly good. And they don't look silly, they look like really serious, sensible, decent, intimidating enough. Yeah. 19 points each though, they're not cheap. Units of 5 to 10 of them. You're moving 12, weapon skill 3 plus, strength 5, toughness 4, 2 wounds each, 3 attacks base for them, extra attack for the Gorehound, the squad leader. They've got a Burning Roar, which is a 12-inch attack for shooting. Assault D6, strength 4, -1 damage each time an attack is made with this weapon. It's auto hits on the target, that's fantastic, particularly good. And the Drenched Fangs is strength the user, 8 -2, 1 damage. They can attempt to deny psychic power in the psychic phase, and then Savage Pounce. Each time model of this unit makes an attack with its gore-drenched fangs, if that model's unit made a charge move or performed heroic intervention, it's +1 damage. Nice! So 2 damage on the charge. Excellent. Yeah, brilliant. Very, very good. Now the Skull Cannon, which is always quite not too scary, it was random for shooting. 100 points. So again, it's cheap. 9 wounds, it's never going to lose out on its ballistic skill, which is 3 plus. And the Skull Cannon now is range 48, heavy D3 +3. So between 4 and 6 shots guaranteed, if not more, because it's kept blast. I think it's always had that. Strength 8, -2, straight 2 damage. And no cover allowed against the attacks either. So handy enough for picking off Primaris again. Okay. And finally the Skull Altar here, which will cost you 50 points. Very, very cheap really. Nice themed bit of terrain. Okay. So rolling through that quite nice. I'm just going to move through this. I'm sure it's all fascinating. You can look forward to going through all the bits and bobs. We'll go on to Tzeentch then, see what kind of yeah, we'll see what profiles we've got here. Not everything, but similar to the corner, give you a good spread. Alright, so yeah, there's a chance to look at some of the stat lines, because I'm fascinated by those models, especially the Kairos Fate Weaver. The model is fantastic. I've seen it in the flesh. I've seen other people using them in games. Haven't played against it for years and years. I think I did play a game against that model years and years ago, but it was a long time ago. So Fate Weaver then is 22 wounds, 5 attack space, toughness 7, strength 6, 12-inch move of the wings. And it can manifest 3, deny 3 psychic powers. So that's that one. The Staff of Tomorrow is plus 2 strength, strength 8 minus 3, and 2d3 damage. It's okay. The main thing is it's the Super Psycho. I think it's the main point of taking that. Now, how expensive is it? Kairos Fate Weaver. 320 points, so expensive enough. But a real sort of nice focal point for your collection. The Lord of Change. 300 points. The Baleful Sword is plus 10. The Rod of Sorcery is plus 10 points. 22 wounds, 5 attack space. Similar kind of stat line. Can manifest 3, deny 2. But I'd be happy enough with that. If you can manifest 3, that's still a fantastic psycho. And the Staff of Zinch is strength of the user, which is strength 6, minus 2, and 3 damage. That one. Or you can go for the Sword, which will give you plus 1 strength, take you up to strength 7, minus 3, 3 damage, and Malefic 3. Or the Rod of Sorcery, which is for shooting, Salt D6, range 12, strength 6, minus 1, 2 damage. Then you got the Changeling. 100 points. 5 wound model. I think it's 5/3 is the invuln save and the save, or it could be the other way around. It could be the save and the invuln, in which case it's a 5 save and a 3+ invulnerable save. The demons we saw earlier on, the corn, the big ones, 4 save, 4 invuln. The Trickster's Staff here, Formless Horror. You're basically manifesting 1 psychic power and denying 1. The Fate's Skimmer. Weird. Could be a new model, that one. 9 wounds on this thing. 140 points. Retinue of Horrors is 5. Staff of Change is 5. Manifest 2 psychic powers and deny 1. The Flux Master. 100 points. Staff of Change is 5. The Staff of Change is plus 4 strength, 8 minus 4. Nice, and 2 damage. Interesting. Manifest 2, deny 1. The Blue Scribes. They will cost you 90 points for the model. Change Caster. They're all quite strange, these things. 80 points and 5 points for the Staff of Change again. Then you got Blue Horrors. So Blue Horrors come in, because I think they go Blue Horrors and they split and go into Pink Horrors and then the Burning ones. Somewhere. Something like that. The Blue Horrors, where are you? Troops, yeah. 70 points for 10 models. Cheap enough. Movement 6, Weapon Skill 5+, Ballistic Skill 4+, Strength 2, Toughness 3, 1 attack each, 1 wound each. And then the Coruscating Flame. So range 18, Assault 2, plus 1 Strength, 8 minus 1, 1 damage. Can't perform actions, they can't secure objectives, and split. Each enemy unit shoots or fights. After resolving those attacks, if any Blue Horror models in the army were destroyed, and this unit were destroyed as a result of those attacks, but the unit was not destroyed, take a split roll for each destroyed model. To make a split roll, 1 at 1d6 and a 4+, that model splits, and you can add 1 Brimstone Horror unit model to the unit. In doing so, that Brimstone Horror model can be set up with an engagement range of any enemy units, unless those can't be set up unless you're already within engagement range. Okay, so they do split, yeah. So Brimstone Horrors. I do like the idea, that's very cool. Pink Horrors. They will cost you 150 points for 10 models, 15 points a time. You're getting Weapon Skill 4+, Ballistic Skill 3+, Strength 3, Toughness 3, 1 wound each, 1 attack, Leadership 6. Pretty poor stat line though. But they fire Coruscating Flames, range 18, Assault 2, plus 1 Strength, 8 minus 1, 1 damage. Split. So 4+ it splits. pink horror or indecent horror model splits, you can add up to 2 blue horrors models to the unit. And if the blue model splits, you can add a brimstone horror. I do like the idea of those, very cool. You got the flamers. 25 points time, ouch. 3 to 6 models in the unit. 3 wounds each on these, 3 attacks base. And the flamer, the flickering flames is range 12, but assault d6 plus 3, strength user, which is strength 5, minus 2, 1 damage. It's auto hits on the target, but that's scary enough amount of flamer shots from them. The exalted flamer, which is 75 points, will give you choose either of the 2 profiles. They're 5 wounds each, by the way. 4 attack space, 10-inch move. Looking at blue fire, you select one of the profiles. You can go for age 18. Blue fire, assault 3 plus 3. Strength 8 minus 4 and 3 damage, that's scary. And you have to shoot with that one though. Or you can go pink fire, which auto hits the target, which is assault 2d6, 8 minus strength user, 8 minus 2, 1 damage, range 12. Okay. Then you got the screamers, the manta floating magical things. 30 points a time, 3 to 6 models in the unit. 3 wounds each on these, 3 attacks base. The lamprey bite will give you plus 2 strength, so strength 6 minus 3, 2 damage. Okay, the burning chariot. Older model, I think. 120 points plus 5 for the horror infestation. 9 wounds on this thing. Fire is inch. Blue fire is, I've seen this already, range 18, assault 3, strength plus 3, if minus 4 and 3 damage. Pink 5 sane, and the screamer bites. Melee weapon, strength 6 minus 3, 2 damage on that. Okay. That's the nurgly, that's the zinchy things done. We'll go on to the nurgly bits and bobs next. Well, this is all this. Rules. Remember playing this against this model here with Patrick Darling's themed army here. Rotigus. He had his own custom name. So we'll check out the profile for this guy. Rotigus will cost 320 points. So he's an investment for sure. I think what Patrick was doing, was running him as a Demon Prince. I reckon, I could be wrong on that one. Or he was just running him as the Rotigus rules, just changing the name around. Now, 320 points. You got 24 wounds on this guy. Toughness 9, which is fantastic. Wow. 6 attacks base. Movement 7. Weapon skill 2+, ballistic skill 3+. So the streams of brackish filth. Assault, range 12, assault 2d6, strength 6, minus 3, 1 damage. Auto hits on the target, not too scary. The Fanged Maw is strength of the user, 8 minus 1, 2 damage, prolific 1. And then the Gnarl Rod, each time attack is made with this weapon. The Mighty Strike is plus 1 strength, 8 minus 3, 3 damage. 6 is to wound, automatically wound. 6 is to hit, automatically wound the target. Or you can go for Sweeping Blow, which is 2 hit rolls instead of 1. Not too scary, really. Yeah. Not that scary. Yeah, nothing. Ugh. Manifest 2 psychic powers, deny 2. So really the main thing would be just his toughness and durability. Toughness 9, 24 wounds, so just a real big blob to try and remove from the table. Not too scary for shooting in close combat though. Next is the Great Unclean One. Toughness 9, 22 wounds for him, 6 attacks base, movement 7, slow enough. And the Great Unclean One will cost you 300 points. Plague Flail is range 7, assault d6 plus 3, strength user minus 3, 2 damage. Putrid Vomit is range 12, assault d6, strength 5 minus 2, 1 damage. Auto hits on the target. The Bile Blade is strength user minus 3, 2 damage. You can reroll wound rolls with that weapon. And the Bile Sword, Mighty Strike is plus 1 strength, strength 8 minus 3, d6 damage. 6 is to hit, also win the target. Or the Sweeping Blow, 2 hit rolls instead of 1, strength user minus 3, just 1 damage there. The Doomsday Bell, plus 1 strength, 8 minus 1, 2 damage. and Nurgling Claws, which just scratch and do nothing. Yeah. Zero hit rolls of 1, manifest 2, deny 1 psychic power. So durable though, tough enough I'd imagine. Poxbringer, or the Poxbringer. 6 wounds on this. 3 attack space, toughness 6. The Bow Sword is strength user -3, 2 damage. Give you an idea on points for that one. 90. The Spoilpox Scrivener. 100 points. 6 wounds, toughness 6. Disgusting Sneezes. Range 6. Assault D6. Strength 4 -0, 1 damage. Also hits the target. Distended Maw. +1 strength, even -1 or 3 damage. And the Plague Sword. Hit rolls of 6, auto in the target, AP -2, 1 damage. Not too impressive. The corn stuff's the deadly stuff in close combat. I mean, ridiculous. The Epidemius. 90 points, 9 wounds on him, 4 attack space. Bow Sword we've seen. Okay, and the Sloppity Bile Pipper. 6 wounds on that thing. 85 points. The Hodoculus Slimux. Movement 5, web skill, ballistic skill 2+. Strength 5, toughness 7, 9 wounds, 4 attack space. The Lopping Shears, unbelievable, +1 strength, AP -3, 2 damage. Hit rolls of 6, auto wound again. And the Acid Maw is strength 7, -4, 3 damage. 2. Strangest things to get. Plague Bearers. Now they will cost 150 points for a fixed amount, squad of 10, 15 points a time. They are slow, movement 5, toughness 5 though, 2 wounds. Okay, Plague Sword is 6 is auto wound. The target in close combat for hitting, AP -2, 1 damage, they're not too scary at all in close combat. You've got Nurglings. Nurglings, which will cost you the troops choice 20 points a time, units of 3 to 9 in size. You've got Beasts of Nurgle here, which are strength 6, toughness 6, 7 wounds, 6 attack space. Putrid Appendages is strength user, -2 to damage. Unmodified 6s to hit, inflict 2 mortal wounds as well, which is very cool. Alright. Plague Drones, love the models here, brilliant theme on those. 2 attack space, toughness 5, 10-inch move. Plague Swords, again the AP -2 swords. The Prehensile Proboscis, AP -4, -2, AP and 1 damage. And then Feculent Gnarlclaw. Just 75 points, again cheap enough, nice thing to add in. Then we got the Slaanesh. So there's all their extra rules. Shalax, I've got to pronounce this, Shalaxi Hellbane. 300 points, 22 wounds, 6 attack space, strength 6, toughness 7, 16-inch move, super fast around the table. The Living Whip is range 12, assault 6, strength 6, -2 to damage. The Snapping Claws are strength user -4, 3 damage. And the Soul Piercer ×2 strength, strength 12, -4, 3 damage. And against character, it's damage of D3 +3. Scary enough. Can those 2 psychic powers deny 1? Keeper of Secrets, a crazy model. 280 points, 20 wins. Snapping Claws, I've seen these are a Living Whip. The Wit Stealer's Sword, +2 strength, -3, 3 damage. Each time a new model loses a wound as a result of attacks with this weapon until the end of the battle, each time that model makes a melee attack, subtract 1 from that attack's wound roll. Nice. Infernal Enrupturess. Just keep the pace going here, just to give you an idea. Infernal Erupturous. 80 points, 4 wounds, movement 9. So Heartstring Lyre, a cacophonous melody, range 18, assault 6, strength 5 -1 damage, or euphonic blast, range 24, assault 1, strength 9 -3, d3 +3 damage. Just an all-round weird model. The Mask of Slanesh, 90 points, 6 attacks base here, serrated clauses, strength user -3, 2 damage. The Stylisk, weird model, man, that's crazy. And we're looking at here, 200 points, toughness 6, 8 wounds, 6 attacks base. The Axe of Dominion, pretty good, +3 strength, 8 -3, 3 damage. The Contorted Epitome, 160 points, 8 wounds. The Coiled Tentacles, +1 strength, -2, 3 damage. And the Ravaging Claws, strength user -2, 2 damage. The Torment Bringer, okay. An Exalted Seeker Chariot, 120 points. A Seeker Chariot, 100 points. And the Hell Flyer is 110. Can manifest 1 psychic power, deny 1. Ravaging Claws again, 12 wounds on the Torment Bringer. Yeah, you got the Trance Weaver, 70 points time, 4 wounds, 5 attacks. Damage 2, -2. Damage 2, -2 on the weapons. Got the Demonettes of Slanesh, core there, quick. 10-inch move. Whoa! And how much are they? 120 points, 12 points a time. You have to take squads of 10. Right, it's very, very quick across the board with those. 10-inch move for infantry is exceptionally fast. But Piercing Claws, 4 attacks base, which is fantastic. Squad leader, the Allurus, has got 5 attacks. So just tons of attacks coming through with Strength of the user, which is strength 4, 8 -2, 1 damage. Okay. Then you've got Fiends. 35 points model, units of 3 to 6 of those. Strength 5, toughness 4, 4 wounds, 4 attacks based on those. And the Barbed Tail is strength user -3, 3 damage. It's dangerous enough. And the Dissecting Claws is strength user -2 and 2 damage. So they're potent enough for close combat. The Seekers, remember these here, the models are crazy, they're good sculpts. 16-inch move, they're super fast. And 20 points a time, units between 5 and 10. Piercing Claws, the same as the Demonettes, and the Lashing Tongue is strength 4, AP 1 damage. Right, so more along the line of just rapid movement unit, but not too high impact, really, it seems, in close combat. Got the Hell Flayer. Yeah, that's this crazy flail thing. It's insane. 75 points, cheap. 14-inch move, toughness 5, 7 wounds, 8 attacks as base. The Lashes of Torment, it can shoot, assault 6, range 6, strength 4, -1, 1 damage. The Bladed Axle, +2 strength, 8 -2 damage. 4 Piercing Claws as well, and then Seeker Tongues. Not much of that, so crazy. Interesting. Seeker Chariot. I'll just call out the points values for these. 65 points for that 14-inch move. An Exalted Seeker Chariot is into a bracket here because it's 12 wounds. And that's heavy support, then it moves into, it's 85 points, cheap enough. Okay, so that's that. Then you've got the Book of the Warp, and then some extra profiles here. So Bellacore, take a look at this profile for this epic model. So, we will give you a points cost for Bellacore. 420 points. Oh, he is expensive. Movement 12, 2+ weapon skill, ballistic skill, strength 8, toughness 7, 20 wounds, 6 attacks base. Not the most impressive profile. But Blade of Shadows. So you select Sweeping Strike, strength for the user, which is strength 8, -3, 1 damage. And it's 2 hit rolls instead of 1. It's not too scary. The Piercing Strike is +4 strength, strength 12, -4, D3 +3 damage. And he is going to deny invuln saves though, so that's, now that's scary enough. So demonic, he's also got shadow form. Each time an attack is made against this model, your opponent can reroll. Your opponent cannot reroll the hit roll. Each time an attack is made against this model, it's -1 to the hit roll and to the wound roll. And each time a ranged attack is made against this model, subtract 1 from the damage characteristic. So nice levels of protection for him. It's going to be hard to get rid of. Lord of Torment aura. On enemy units within 6 inches, -1 leadership and combat attrition. And Dark Master. While friendly legions, Demonica, or Disciples of Bellicor unit within 6 inches, its real hit rolls are 1. And Spiteful Jealousy. If your army is battle forged, you can't include this model in detachments. So just some restrictions there. You can manifest 2 psychic powers and deny 1. So he seems alright. But the biggest selling point on him now is this ignoring invuln saves. That's dangerous. And it's just going to be tough to get rid of because of all the layers of protection. Yeah. How interesting. Okay. You got a Demon Prince, just standard generic Demon Prince. 140 points. The axe is 10, the sword's 10, the wings are 35. Stat line is going to be strength 7, toughness 6, 8 wounds, 6 attacks base, just quite standard. 2 up is retained for weapon skill and ballistic skill, movement 8. The wings will push him up to movement 12. The axe is +2 strength, -2, 3 damage. The sword is +1 strength, -3, 3 damage. And Malefic Talons is just 1 additional attack. That's strength user -1, 2 damage. And the Soul Grinder. The Soul Grinder. I played against that a good few times, but again, it was a good while ago. It's 190 points to this thing. 16 wounds, strength 8, toughness 8, 5 attacks base, movement 8. The Harvester Cannon is range 36, heavy 6, strength 7, -1, 2 damage. The Phlegm Bombardment is range 36, heavy D6, bit random, but it's blast, strength 8, -2, 3 damage. And your weapons are the Iron Claw, ×2 strength, -3, D6 damage. Or the Warp Sword, which is strength of the user -3, D3 +3 damage, Malefic 2. And the Warp Claw, strength of the user -2, 2 damage. Warp, Malefic 4. Yeah. And then demonic rewards, depends which one you go for. If you go for Khorne, then you get +2 attacks, nice. If you go Zinch, your save changes to 4+4+. And then if you're Nurgle, +1 toughness, makes sense, and Slanesh, +4 inches move, right. So that makes sense, yeah, +4 inches to the move characteristic for Slanesh. So that's it. You've got rules here for Disciples of Bellicor, you've got your Crusade rules. So this Codex review, it turned out longer than I thought it was going to be. I hadn't really planned on going through all the stats, but I went into a bit of the old mode. Going through the stat line, it's interesting to see all these different factions and units and so on can do. And just to flick through here, just to give you an idea of the new stat lines models. The Flesh Hounds look fantastic. It's going to be Khorne players going to be very, very happy with that. The new sculpts look absolutely fantastic. And really, for Slanesh, Nurgle, the range of models is fantastic. The Chaos Demons, fair is fair, they haven't been neglected. They really have a decent selection of models to choose from. So, brand new Codex, rules look strong enough. There's a number of units boasting ignoring invuln saves, which makes them particularly dangerous. There's certainly some very strong models, from what I can see. And that's just stat lines. So when you get a hold of the book and you're able to go through the actual rules, you're starting to stack abilities on top of stuff. Then you could see some really potent combinations for Chaos Demons. I imagine something similar to the Chaos Space Marine Codex, which I think is pretty good. Codex, Chaos Demons, I think Codex is going to be strong enough. But those core basic rules built in of ignoring invuln saves, that is dangerous. If you're up against Grey Knights, for example, they're going to be in trouble. Custodians are going to be in big trouble ignoring invuln saves. So looking strong enough for Chaos Demons. If you are a Chaos Demons player, are you happy enough with the new Codex and new rules from what you've seen already? then do let us know in the comments section below. And that piece of artwork that we saw earlier on, those strange models, or the, it's still on my mind what on earth that is. I'd love to know. It's back here. Yeah, this. If you know the what is that, and who is this, or what are they? Are they Imperium? I think they're Slanesh models, but they look like armored warriors with sword arms, with Romany Greek type stuff going on. Anyone knows anything about those? Let us know in the comment section. Fascinating. If you want to put this on pre-order at a discount, then check out the Outpost. Link for them in the video description below. Big thank you to Games Workshop for sending me a preview copy. For discount 40k, check out the Outpost 40k, Age of Sigmar, and you can tap into free postage available from them as well. But that's the review. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time.